Russia is postponing its highly anticipated arms control talks with the United States that were scheduled to take place in Egypt today.
That's right. This decision comes as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy says he expects Russia to launch a new wave of missile strikes on his country. Russia's recent strikes have just devastated Ukraine, causing widespread power outages and significant damage to Ukraine's energy infrastructure. Officials say a partial evacuation of Kyiv is not off the table. That is significant. CBS News foreign correspondent Imtiaz Tyab joins us now from Mykolaiv. This is a city in the southern part of Ukraine. Imtiaz, it's just once again jarring, the number of headlines we're seeing come out of the country and just over the weekend. Tell us more about this threat of new Russian missile strikes against what's already a heavily damaged energy infrastructure there.
Errol, Lilia, so good to talk to you. Yeah, look, the reality is it's not a question of if these strikes are going to happen, but when. And as we've seen over the past few days, those strikes have been devastating. In Kherson, a city just a few hours from here, which was liberated from Russian control, they were occupying that city for over 9 months. 15 people were killed in a series of strikes. We've also, as you've been saying, seen infrastructure being targeted as well. And really, Errol and Lilia, the cruelty is the point. This is the weaponization of winter here in Ukraine. It is very cold in this country right now, and the point is that Russia wants to target whatever infrastructure it can to make life a misery for Ukrainians who, as we know, for the last 9 months have put up such a brave fight against this enemy, really, who has caused so much destruction across their country. But again, President Zelenskyy warning that more of those strikes are likely to come, and it's infrastructure that's likely to be targeted. Errol, Lilia.
Could be incredibly debilitating for the country and demoralizing as well. I'm curious, though, Imtiaz, we've been hearing about the low supply of weapons to Ukraine. How is Ukraine responding to these attacks, and what can you tell us about just the inventory of weapons that Ukraine has at this point to defend itself?
Yeah, Lily, look, you're absolutely right. I mean, the whole point of this is also to just really degrade that morale. But as we've seen time and time again, the Ukrainian fighting spirit is not only strong, but it seems to get stronger and stronger with every challenge that they are faced. But as you rightly point out, what they keep saying and what Volodymyr Zelenskyy keeps saying is that they need more weapons. They need to fight harder and harder. And the reality is they can say it's worked. They have received billions in aid from the U.S. They've received the kind of weaponry they need to be able to push Russia out. We have to remember that in the last few weeks, we've seen an extraordinary retreat from Russia from huge areas of territory. But the reality is that this war is still ongoing. And we have to remember that as winter sets in this very moment, I don't know if you can tell, but it's sort of drizzling where I am in Mykolaiv. And what that does on the battlefield is it essentially turns it to mud. And it is a real battlefield. We have around 600 miles of a front line. It's sort of crescent shape that Russia is in control of. And of course, you have Ukraine on the other side. And as that battlefield sort of turns into this muddy sort of field, it becomes very difficult for Ukrainian forces to push forward. And of course, for Russia to try to push back against them. And so this lightning advance that we've seen from the Ukrainians is likely to slow down, at least for the next few weeks, possibly for the next month or so. But again, the Ukrainians saying we need more weapons. We're going to keep fighting. This is not a stalemate, that this is an active conflict, and they are going to keep pushing Russia out of their territory. Errol, Lilia.
Imtiaz, thank you for bringing us right into what that battlefield looks like. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Imtiaz.